Alright guys, welcome back to the Imaxit football channel. I'm your host JD. If you're new, do smash that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. So what we're going to do today, we have a short program for you, where in which we are going to be talking about the talent identification right here. And as you can see by the title, what Jamaica will do in order to get forward, if this is the right thing or this is the wrong thing. We talked about it extensively the other day, and people, they were still confused. Well, now the JFF have made their move in order to get that done. That's what we're going to discuss, and we're going to set the listing once and for all, because I've been on the road trying to put out a few information here and there just to make sure I can get the exact things required in order to get people overseas. All right, yes. And what I've gotten, a lot of you guys are going to be pretty much happy with this one. All right, I think a lot of you guys are going to be happy, because a lot of these things going around might not be the right procedure, and a lot of things that people keep saying might not be the right thing. So it's good that I can get it for you. All right, it's good that I can get it for you. As soon as you come in, make sure to leave your thoughts in the comment section. For some reason I can't see the chat. I will try and get the chat bar here. All right, it looks like I had it out, so let me put it right here for you to make sure it's right there. All right, we saw that we have all right, we are trying to get the chat for you to make sure it's running. All right, yes. But before we get anywhere, guys, the first thing we have to say, RIP to the legend of football, because that is the most important thing that we have to start with. Doesn't matter what we out here talking about. If it weren't for this man, majority of the personnel here would not be seeking um, contracts overseas, and even if just getting interested in football, period. All right, I don't think a lot of us would have been doing those things. All right, so big ups to Pele. You have done a great service towards a lot of countries, including Jamaica and others. All right, so we have to say big up. That's where we're gonna start. We're gonna go extensively on the Pele side a little bit more. Just give it a little time. We're taking our time to get everything up there. All right, yes man. So we slide over to the additional screen so you can see the legend right there. All right, before we get into it. So anyways, let me play this clip. Let me know if you are hearing me. We have Kemar Kerr as well. Massive respect, Kemar Kerr. Thanks very much for being here. Massive respect. All right, so anyways, let me play this for you. Let me play this for you, because I had the clip from yesterday, but I wanted to get the additional information. So you can understand what's taking place, and you can decide in the rewatch if you think this is the right step for the JFF. And then I'm going to go even extend on it, because I've heard enough confusion, and I know the fans really want Jamaica to do good, but a lot of people exploit that little thing because you want Jamaica to be good. They keep on regurgitating the same nonsense, but it's not actually true. And sometimes that nonsense lead you to blame the JFF and blame others wrongfully. You understand me? So that's why we have to make sure we protect the space, and also try our best to make sure we aid Jamaica's cause as well. All right, so these are the little things. So let me know if you're hearing it. I'm going to play it now, so let me know if you're hearing it. All right, are you hearing it now? Let me know if you're hearing it, guys.
The Jamaicans have not done so since their debut in 1998, but
Let me know
with the
if you're
different
hearing the sound, and
variables
then we can
now,
move on.
which
All right.
includes an increased number in participants along with 3.5 extra spots for the region,
Okay, good.
optimism is high.
So
And the
we're
Ricketts
gonna hear from
believes
the
the
president.
Icelandic
This is the
coach
first
Emir
thing, but he's gonna say
Hallgrimsson
one main
can
thing
lead them
that
to
I
the world
wanted out of the
tournaments to be held
conversation,
in the
because that's
United
what
States,
we're gonna
Mexico, and
continue the show
Canada.
on. All right.
Already he has shown a level of
So this is
strength and
Mr.
maturity,
Mr.
and we are very expectant. He's supposed to come here around about the
It's
middle of
loud enough for
January,
you? Let me
and
know.
he will
And
officially
as you come
start
in, make sure to smash the like
his
button, share,
contract
and
roundabout
definitely
then.
subscribe. All
The
right.
coach's roadmap to the World Cup will not be known until he returns to Jamaica.
And immediately the program will be submitted, hopefully approved by the board, and then we can start preparing for the next World Cup.
Ricketts has also identified an area which John Wall, one of Algrimson's two assistants, will take charge of.
Already we have engaged John Wall to be the person in charge of grassroots talent identification and development program.
All right, so John Wall, he's going to be the one that they're trying to use for talent identification, grassroots, and development through the time that they do have here. That's where we want to start it. So that is the big move that might break or build Jamaica's future. Period. All right. Yes. So let me know if you guys, if that's the right move or that is the wrong move. Let me know, guys. We're just sharing it because we know that we are going to be here for the 2 hours. You know our thing. We don't just come here because we want to come here. We have an important point to make, so that's why we're here. All right. So let me know if it's the right move or the wrong move. All right. Let me know. All right. And we have some other things. We just want to hear from you guys. What is it, right or wrong move? All right. So we have Kevin says, big up all. Massive respect, man. JT Vivo in the building. Massive respect as well. Island Card says, yes, it's good. Then we have Garth says, bless up. Bless up. How you doing, Garth? Then we have Warren Webster. Blessings. Massive respect. Yeah, man. RIP to the legend. All right. Who named John Wall? John Wall was signed just the same time as Hal Grimson. He's the natural assistant coach to Hal Grimson. But remember, we said that we thought that he's going to drop down to the under 20s as well. So that is something that we are actually learning. All right. Yes. So it looks like he's going to have more than one duty. Guys, please block those spams. Block those spams inside the chat for me, please. All right. Yes. Then we have Sean Base. Massive respect, Sean Base. How are you doing? Yes. So let me know, guys. What say you if you think that that's it? That's the actual move for the Reggae Boys. Because I think it's something good for the Reggae Boys to go places. I think that is the actual move. All right. And nobody can say no that anyone fighting them out. Because if you have a talent identifier, it simply means they can identify the talent. All right. And what's required. They know exactly what they're looking for. All right. Because this is the point that I'm trying to pass. I don't think we should go into 2023 having the same behavior of people fighting against you and all sorts of stupidness. I think stupid videos, stupid conversations need to stop. All right. So you have a talent identifier now. He's going to be the head personnel of that. They know exactly what's required. And if you're not good enough, you're not going to get picked. Very, very simple. I don't see no problem with that. I think that's the perfect thing. Yes, that makes the perfect sense. Yes. So let me know if it makes sense to you. So yeah, I don't have to make 60,000 videos telling people all sorts of delusional thing. I think that is the perfect way. You have the man that will be doing that job, and his name is John Wall. So he's going to be setting up grassroots programs in line with what's required for the bigger program, because you have to always have feeder programs into the big program. That's how you work. That's how all programs work. All right. Yes. And then let me move over straight into how players can get over to anywhere on planet Earth. All right. Very, very easy, guys. The way how you reach, you reach other places. Very, very easy. Don't let people tell you all sorts of stupidness. You have different names, but it's the same program. All right. How to get into overseas clubs requirements through their talent identifiers. That's called scouting networks. Sometimes scouts can be outside and sometimes scouts can be inside, but it's still a scouting network. If you don't come through the scouting network, you come through the academy and develop there, or you get bought to come to the club. That's the three ways. You don't just walk into no club to reach at any club. That don't work. All right. So the stigma of people can just walk into any club, it's a utter garbage. So only in Jamaica we can have these conversations. It makes no logical sense. These are the three ways how it goes because everywhere else on planet Earth works with a standard where in which they vet things. They don't just go up and say all sort of BS. You understand me? Yes. So sometimes when I'm hearing certain things that it just annoying, like it's just flat out stupid. Flat out stupid. Makes no logical sense. That's how it goes. If you're if and at the same time what people do is work with their squad. They assess things and keep data on things. If it's not worth it, it's not worth it. All right. Yes, because even the other day with the other video, I heard people coming on like they're trying to sell into the narrative like MLS fighting against players, and I'm saying no, it's not about fighting. It's just because you want to have some barrier. So if you feel you can use it as something to keep yourself motivated, delusionary wise, I don't know. You get me? Yes, because I flat out said nobody fighting against no Jamaicans in the MLS. If you're good enough, you reach anywhere. You get me? And that's the program that people want. It's easy. So right now, the situation at hand at this point, guys, it's very simple. The situation at hand at this point is square. One second, let me just put it right here. So the coach has a plan. He shared it with his staff. Then his staff will find the necessary measures in order to put the kids them in line and the programs in line to work. Give the best possible chance for one or two or three or if not 20 people to come out of that stable to get into the national team. If it can't happen, it can't happen. But they are going to try their best to make sure that's the way it goes. And I think that is more than good. I don't think I necessarily need to tell you 15,000 million things, which I know it's not true. It makes no logical sense. I'm not going to come and tell you that. I think what they're doing is okay. So all I would say, just give them a chance. They have signed the Al Grimson, and Al Grimson came out. They came out and told you what Al Grimson planned to do. I think that's enough. That's just it there. Nothing more. You get me? Nothing more. Nothing more, period. You don't need a circus around this thing. Nothing more. You get me? He's a talent identifier. The coach is there, and everything is getting in line. So I want to say I will give them enough time to put it together. What say you in the comment section? Let me know because that's just it. So I don't necessarily think after this, after gathering all of this information, I don't necessarily think I need to build a video on that. Again, I just wait the time until they start to play, until the structural things start to put in place. Then we can go back and say, all right, they're the talent identifier now. This is the way you get in touch with them to alert them on certain things if they don't see it, which I think they have all the necessary tools to get it. So I don't think me or you can really give them majority of those things. You get me? They have all the necessary people around. But if you do have a player that they don't know, then you can send it through that channel. That's what I'm going to try and get. I don't necessarily need to build 60,000 video over the same thing. Like it's a partner draw or something. You understand me? Yes, it's very, very simple. That is the situation at hand, and I think the JFF doing a good job by what I think. All right, based on what the coach came in and did. Period. They're doing a good job. Simple. So I want to hear from you guys on that, and then we can go on to the furthering of the players them overseas. And remember, I am here in Belgium. I tried to get the necessary information, and that's what people give me. You get me? Yeah, because at one point I was confused. It's like I started to think that okay, you have places on the earth that just get up and just go anywhere. Even though I know that's crap, I made sure to just ask. I took the time out just to ask. So when I come back to you, I can make sure you know that that's complete BS. Complete BS. Nothing of sense. All right? Yes, nothing of sense at all. All right, so let me see. We have Chris Smith in the building. Massive respect, Chris Smith. Thanks for being here. JC said, any news on new players recruitment? Well, that is the way they are going to do it now. That's the way. So if you're good, um, and you need to be in the national team. So all of those conversation that was spent for the whole time, I don't need to make a next video on nothing more because I've heard enough now. Now we know who the talent identifier is, and he's on the squad. He's in Jamaica. They're around Jamaica for how long now? So I don't need to come here and make 50 videos about nobody this and nobody that. I don't need that anymore because now I know who is doing it. So if a player is good enough and can do the thing, simple mean he will be there because they are there. They want to be successful. They got paid to do a job and they want to be successful. So I am not going to be here after this video talking about nothing of no player need to be in this squad or nothing at all. If I have an update on a player, I will give it to you. You understand me? But nothing else because it makes no logical sense. All it does is just feed up unnecessary anger and become a part of the problem. And I want to be a part of the solution. You understand me? Rather than a part of the problem. Because if a person said that they took over a business and they gave you some things that they have to do, and only time alone can propel that to know if it's true or false. What can I do more than I sit and say I'm gonna wait until it goes in action? I can't say and do anything else. So you're not gonna see me over the top doing certain things. I'm just glad that I got this piece of news right here. All right, Owen, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect, man. We are here for a normal 2 hours. Obviously, I started a little bit late. I had some things doing and stuff. Big up yourself, man. JD, I think JFF finally taking the right steps going forward, and me rate them for that. And me want to see the youth them have the talent like CC and stats. All right, so that's the next trickery, guys. So that's what I'm saying. So now you're gonna know if those kids are at the level that's required. All right, because we want this show to be a show that people can engage with. All right, yes, this one should be a show that people can engage with. All right, yes, because I heard some things, and I've realized this. The, what's guys, don't let anybody tell you um all these foolishness. As I've come here and told you guys, you're look, Al Grimson, they have the highest license in world football. All right, they have done the job to take a team to the World Cup, right? So I will listen to them. So by their action and their selection tells me how right I am when I do speak on this matter. But as I've said, I don't think the quality of football that Jamaica has in the country can take it to World Cup. And I know that all of you guys would agree to the same thing. It doesn't matter which camp you put, which thing you put. The next 4 years, Jamaica cannot take it to the World Cup. Let me know if you agree or you disagree. All right. I'm going to explain to you what I meant by that. All right. Yes, because clearly when you say certain things, some people just don't know because it's either they believe all sorts of circle around things. But just take the thing at the face value. All right. Do you think you can pick the Manning Cup players them and the local Premier League players and qualify for the World Cup? Please educate me on that. All right. If you can't, it simply means you cannot have a fully blown program that you concentrate on only those things. It cannot happen. You have to go overseas and get the players naturally necessary. It doesn't matter who them want as them first choice or whatever. Because you know why? Most of those things are lies. People only say those things just to try sidetrack what's going on because they have their plan and they want to install their plan. All right? And you don't know if their plan will work because they don't have nothing. They don't have any qualification. They don't have nothing. So what? So you're going to give up a man that has a literal a literal badge. I brought you to the World Cup, and he has a structure now that he's trying to impose. You're going to give up all of that for an ex-man that you don't know nothing. He's just a man that just tell you all sort of thing and you listen. No, it makes no logical sense. These are all type of xenophobic behavior, and the power struggle. It's real, guys. The power struggle is real. All right. Yes. So what JFF doing, I am okay with it. I will stay and watch it because I want Jamaica to reach somewhere. So I will take my time. If they gave us a certain thing, we will take it and work with it. And that's what I'm doing. Why even locals that have international exposure seems to want to conform with boots on the ground. I don't know. I don't know. It's just weird. Then we have Travis, big up yourself. Novar, big up yourself. El Padrino, big up yourself. And then our brother Sheridan in the house, big up yourself. Guys, as you come in, smash the like button, share and subscribe. You know that's how the visibility goes. And the people might believe that I was sleeping, but I was working on the computer. And I said, all right, let me just go and bring out this one because at least I know what I'm going to talk about around this. And I know I need the righteous information to be out there. All right, so the people can actually get what the situation at hand is. All right, yes. Um, Thomas, meaning local base JD. All right. Yeah. But they're working on something, and I'm just trying to say that the local base thing, the set in program, any guys, we only can use our Concacaf region or the African region to say what we're going to try and mimic, right? The African teams them using overseas based players. If they never started early, they started after. The African teams, which we covered them, they have two base teams. They have the local teams due to the fact that they have local competition that keeps outside FIFA window. All right, yes. So the Afghan and those things they keep it outside FIFA window some of the time. Some of the qualifiers, so they had to use them, and that's what they use to get their players up to the level with their clubs. All right, so the mentality of people pushing a certain narrative, it don't make any sense. It don't make any sense. No system or nothing like that. It just makes no sense, guys. I'm telling you. All right, JD, everything you have been saying about 2 years, it's finally coming through, and JFF is finally taking your advice. Well, they are doing their thing. You get me? And that's why I've always said I want to be a part of the solution, not the problem. So we have to always try to put out these things out there rather than that's why I said I don't want to. If I'm doing live, I come when I think the live is necessary. I don't want to just string up every night because I want to come here and just run up numbers and stuff. That don't make any sense. If I want to do that, I go and do big football that people actually watch, which is English and worldwide football. You understand me? But this is something that is important. You get me? Yes. So they are doing it, and just give them the support, man. Give them the support, and you're not gonna see me doing all of these videos anymore. I have a lot more videos coming up, which is going to be exciting. So look out for those. All right, definitely look out for those. Those are much more meaningful things. All right, let me see what people saying here now. You have Lansley in the building. Massive respect, man. Devon said it have been proven in 1998. If it wasn't for Paul Hall, Fitzroy Simpson, and Dean Burton. Yes, but the problem is every time they talk, they never mention those things. So what all I'm saying, guys, the hatred, what I've proven to you guys, the hatred of these people in position, not in position, the people that want position, the hatred that they have for people outside the country are like the diaspora. It's just sad. It's just sad. That's the problem. So you remember the other day when I said to you guys that it looks like people have to just vote for Mr. Ricketts and those guys. Just vote for them back because I've heard the other guys them and they are xenophobic as hell. You understand me? Well, that's the same thing I'm seeing. Guys, don't let anybody fool you. Don't let nobody tell you any foolish. You see, all of the xenophobic people, this is the first time they came to you and said they don't see nothing different with the overseas players them and the local players them. The local kids them. That's the first sort of xenophobia they want to bring because they know what they're trying to go to, but they want to try shut you down. It doesn't matter what they're saying. It's a stupidness. You have watched all of these teams. You have watched all of these competitions and you saw spacing and everything. You cannot get up today, go on a field, not take nothing serious, and the next man take something serious for his life. And you go there and even posed any sort of threat. It's not going to work. It's called delusional behaviors. You get me? And egotistic maniacs. That's all. Nothing else. All right? That's all I'm saying to you guys. So don't buy into these things. So if you have any say and getting things done, don't buy into the stupidness. All right? I've seen it for a while now, and it's doing my head in. And I've realized a lot of these people that you might believe can be successes for Jamaica, they are some of the problems for Jamaica. All right? Because of their egotistic behavior. All right. Majority of our success in football overall have come when we combined with out of many one people, not out of many land people. All right. It has always been that way. Majority of our success in all of the from 1998 come up, it has been overseas mixed with local, and majority of the impacts made by the actual overseas players them. Even in this failure, the impacts came by the overseas players them. Oh, oh, out of all performances, who can you remember? Who can you remember out of all the performances? Everybody that's going to talk about the field campaign, they're going to talk about Michail Antonio goal, Bobby Reid goal. Those are not Jamaican barns. All right? They're not going to talk about no other goal because those are the only two goal people remember, or maybe Ravel Morrison free kick. But those are the only goals people remember. Period. All right? So we just need to come out of that box and just start living with love. If we just do what we claim to say our country is all about, we can make it to the World Cup. All right, so that's all we need to do. Start living with more love than anything, and that's something that I'm not seeing in the, at least in the chat. You understand me? Yes, I'm it. No hate, bro, for overseas born players. It's that some Jamaicans won't give those players credit. Yeah, man, no, man, Travis, I know, no, I know, Travis, I know that, but I have to make sure people know that, no, Travis, but remember, you know, when you hear other people speak, you know, straight up, man. I don't have to call anybody name, but once you hear anybody speak on football, and it pertaining to Jamaica, and it's not me, Cataract, or Simon, it just seems like everybody else eat the foreign people and them go around three other corners. I'm telling you, straight up. They go around all sorts of corners. It's just the truth. It's just the truth, guys. I'm not have to pretend. It just always seems like it's just the same people I'm fighting for one thing. It just always comes like it's just even when they're telling you that they're interested in, no, they are not interested in it. What they will do, they will bring somebody else to say it into your face, but they believe in it as well. You get me? And every time I've heard one of these delusional footballers come, you hear them tell about, oh, this guy is not so much better than me. Bro, you're never gonna wear in a life. So, oh, you know nothing. You understand me? What is the metric you're using to know if others better than you? Stop worrying about that. Just try be your best version yourself. And that's why this thing continues. We want it to stop. We want it to stop and use it as a strength. Morocco and those teams used it as a strength. Ziyech and those guys, what Ziyech says, he says, my mom told me that I should go and play. And because of Ziyech is made that change, we heard that other Moroccans inside Netherlands want to make the change now. So that little move from Ziyech, it transformed the entire trajectory of Morocco's football. Maybe now Morocco will become the best team in Africa. Period. Me just by that one move, just by a man made the youth team and decided, okay, I'm gonna change up things at this point. I'm going to make some move at this point, and he did, and it just revolutionized everything. Obviously, you will have some people still there, pretty much bad mind because that's how it goes. Majority of the other countries that most of these players are trying to go, they are poorer countries, and obviously them coming with the development coming from out a richer system, so other people will have envy towards them, but they don't hold it against it. You have the right people in power then, all right? You have the right people in power that welcome them and want them to play, and they went out and fought for Morocco. You never knew that. No, a lot of them never born at Morocco, but you saw them playing. You saw the quality how they're playing with. That's one thing you can be sure of. All right, people love them after and realize that they have the heart for the country. So stop come with this bunch of metric man and stop telling people stupidness about who don't want to play or who don't want to play for Jamaica. Guys, you remember we have two persons. Let me give you this, like how we have this video now. Two persons. I'm gonna show you how majority of these people in power are wicked. In Jamaican football are wicked. I'm going to show you. You had two players that Jamaicans hated and used as example that most of the overseas guys them don't want to play for Jamaica. All right, and it's only they want to come in big time. Chris Smith, can you provide? Just put the two names them because I had them on the paper, but just drop the two name them. The guy, I was reading the story and the guy spoke on it by himself. And he literally said, we're gonna send him where to watch it as well. I'm gonna show you how wicked they are. The guy was in dialogue with the JFF, telling him that with the paperwork and the transfer and everything for him to actually come and play for Jamaica. And you know that over since I came on YouTube, I heard people saying that this is one of the guys them that never wanted to play for Jamaica and all sorts of foolishness. And I've heard the man say it out of his own mouth. And then I heard a secondary youth, which I told you guys from 2016, it was JFF never called back a lot of people because of the coaching change. They never believed that they wanted to go back in the same direction. So all of those guys that you saw never really come and repeated back in terms of the quality that the quality performances that they put in the Gold Cup and stuff. It is because they changed everything and they wanted to change, go back. So when you get a coach from Jamaica, he believes that, oh yeah, I'm gonna just work with my Jamaican players then because that's the only thing I know and I can't deal with these other guys. So that's exactly how it went because I heard it out of the guys' their mouth. They literally said, of course I wanted to come back and play, but they never called me back. They never called me back, and those guys were young just the same. They went with different programs. All right. So with that said, then no problem. If Whitmore decided that that's the program that he wanted to work with, I have no problem. Well, tell you what, we have Al Grimson now. So if Al Grimson says that none of you guys ain't good, you can't say nothing because he got paid. He got paid to do his job. And I'm going to fully support him because Whitmore did the same thing. All right, Chris Smith said, JD, Marcus Gale. Yes, Marcus Gale. Yes, Marcus Gale is one. And the other guy, the interview that I sent me the other day as well, that one, when he talked about the 2016. So check Marcus Gale and he's going to tell you the story, guys. So that lie that they keep telling on people, you have some xenophobic people in the culture that they want certain things for them own self, and they are the problems. They spread these narratives, which is not true. It's not true. And you still have good people inside Jamaica. So we don't take that away. We still have good people inside Jamaica because it was someone hired Al Grimson. It was someone hired Al Grimson, and it was someone trying to come with these ideas. So those are the next those are the people that's putting out those information. We need to start put some respect on their name. You understand me? Those are the persons we need to start look out for and start highlighting those positives. You get me? And that's what I want to do in the future, man. I'm tired of these all sort of stupid drama. I think Jamaican category, especially on YouTube, it makes no sense. It makes no sense, man. We can't highlight nothing, and the truth is there. But because if you talk a bag of stupidness, that's what people want to hear. Because they are so in that traumatic stage. They just want this trauma every day. Just come up, make up a bag of lie. and just come up and say a bag of foolishness. All right? Yeah, I want to be something for the good man, so this is what I'm going to come with every day, telling you exactly what the facts is. All right, JD, the man submitted his case to FIFA, and the JFF never told the people the man was waiting. And yes, yes, that's why we have to say it here so people can know that it was actually a thing. All right, so the narrative cannot sell. Monaco got some new wonder kid that has Moroccan blood. Will be interesting which country he ends up. Yes, man. Yes, man. They have some good quality players, man. But I'm saying that's all because of Ziyech. All right, so stop making people tell you about, oh, this man, and the next stupid thing, the thing that we hear, guys. You have a thing called a computer, because it looks like I have to break down things. So you have the computer, guys, and you have the internet. Just type in the internet, the fastest players in the world, it's not Jamaicans. The fittest players in the world, it's not Jamaicans. The most highest IQ footballers in the world, it's not Jamaicans. So stop let people tell you stupidness about Jamaica big and fast and stronger than everybody. It's lies. It's your ego bigger than everybody. All right? And that's the problem, because they're trying to use all of those metrics to just sell you foolishness. All right? Jamaica has never had the fastest players in world football. Never, ever. Jamaica has never had the fittest metric since metric came in. All right, and Jamaica has never had the best football team. So let we stop those lies. And Jamaica do not produce the best footballers, none at all. Jamaica don't have no top set 50 footballer, none at all, and maybe never had top 50 footballers ever. The only top 50 footballers possible, they went and played for other countries. So if Raheem Sterling went down in the top 50, John Barnes, those are the ones that went and played for other places. We never possesses those top 50 players ever in history. So don't let all of these little the clowns come and tell us the foolishness. They're just trying to set up metrics to make you don't like the other guys them. Don't like the other guys. I clearly saw it, At first I usually respect some of these mans, But I've realized that they don't have no love for Jamaica football. They only want them friend them in the team. That's all them want. Them not better than the other person them where you are fight against as well. And think of them are the problem. And the other ones them were right behind the corner. And them are the problem, guys. Alright? JD, Jacob McAnuff and Joby McAnuff, he said they just never called him back after 2016. Yes, man. Yes, man. So we just have produced the information that people can get it. Chevy said, Imaxit, bro, if they want to say that, that's their opinion, bro. You read too much into no, no, no. You have to understand, it's not about me reading too much into things. It's about what is right and what need to go to the public. Because look, if we get all of the overseas guys, Travis, remember Travis, we are intelligent, we can look for the future, If these Pisons get their way, and algorithms now see that clearly, oh, the guys that we have now, the local guys are just not up to the scratch, just as what Mr. Speed said, and everyone said. We cannot use them as yet, but we're going to funnel parts for them to go overseas and improve themselves. So maybe we can start taking them in the next 2-3 years or 4 years or 5 years down the line. But they are going to be better footballers because they're going to go through better programs. What some of these Pisons will do now, they will go around and tell people don't support, like they will use mediums and send certain messages for people not to want to go and support them. I've seen enough people talking like, oh, I can't understand the team because it's a bag of Englishman and all sort of stuff. So those things arm the team. Those things arm the team, Travis. So I have to look for the future, Travis. You cannot say I should not read into those things. No, we have to stop those things from now. That's the reason why we have a medium like this. You get me? And that's why I want to keep the platform pure so we can just talk on the solution base. You understand me? So we have to cut out those things because you know what Travis, go back and go back and look at what Michail Antonio said. Michail Antonio said the last time He thought that Jamaica loved football. That's exactly what Michail Antonio wrote. He thought that the Jamaicans them love football because that was the narrative he had coming in to sign. All right, but when they never gave him the stadium and then opened the stadium for the track and field, then deleted his text after he puts his text under their video. These are the things, Travis. So we are trying to look for the solution. So I hope you understand where I was trying to go with it. So you have to cut out these things, Travis. So even we with our clicks and even these mediocre videos, you need to use it wise. So if you think that I'm talking foolishness, you don't support me. So you silent me. Or you think other people talking crap, you don't support them. You silent them because that's how it goes. If you think that this is in the best interest for Jamaica, you're silent who you want silent. That's how it have to go. Yes, because if you give too much mad people power, what are you going to get? The asylum is going to start ruling. And right now, in every single area, it looks like the dunce badness want to run things. It can't work. You can't work. Mad people no need for you don't need to do that, guys. You don't need to do that. Don't talk about your bill of vibes. If you keep on building vibes, you're not gonna have anything left. You understand me? Yeah, mad people are gonna take over everything. You're gonna see your Duns badness all around. That's what you're gonna hear, Duns badness all around. That's all you're gonna hear. And a narrative running. So if you want the thing to fix, start with your actions. And I am starting with my actions. I'm only going to come and do these videos, talk on these topics, or we're doing a live stream, or I'm going to do actual football, worldwide football, people that's actually playing football at the highest level. You understand me? Those are the things that I think coming in the future will be my aim because I think I can resonate to that a little bit more because I want to talk about football. Every time we're talking, we get a news to Jamaica, it's always over the top. That's why I can see why Tactical, the best thing he ever said in it was fake news Jamaican. He was talking about like he's in YouTube and he just believes that all Jamaica does is just put out fake news. And to be honest, it was that. He was not lying. I can fully support him. He was way ahead of me because he's from the outside looking in. Yes, he was fully correct. I stand beside him and say yes. We need to do better, man, as human beings, man, and just let the guys them do them thing, man. Let the JFF do them thing, and we don't need to build any more videos and nothing until our game come up. We don't need to talk about anything and sell any narrative until a game come up, man. You understand me? Enough wrongs went on, so let the players them breed, man. Let the players them breed. In terms of the youths now, in terms of the youths, that is good. In terms of the youths, that is definitely good. Like the transfers now and everything and the programs that will be installed, those are the things I want to get some sheet on, the organization towards how it's going to work. That's what I want to get my hands on. Like they like because Schaefer had said that similar to what I've said, like you need a center where you saw quality players showing some promise in Jamaica, you put them there. Quality players overseas showing some promise in England, wherever, you put them there. You understand me? And then you work with the system that you want to work with. So the coach that's in now, he has a system. So it's like a schooling. So it still goes back to the same thing that I told you about, which is schooling. All right, it goes back straight back to the schooling, and everyone can get on pace of what can be done. And a proper example, CC. What you hear CC said. CC look like they're better than everybody in football. But what you heard they said. What you heard they said. They're studying for 5 years. What the other Manning Cup team then did. Them not really do nothing. Them never study for no 5 year. And them not look like them actually a try for develop a system. The people will talk about them have a system, but you know say nothing. You understand me? But really and truly, CC look like they were doing something. And they deserve to win everything. because they look like they're doing something. And when Whisper scored the 4 goals, what you hear the coach says? He's focused on his system. So if his system failed today, they're going to learn to negate that the next time or put the necessary bodies in. But he doesn't really look at it to say that, oh, um, um, he scored 4 and they won the game. No, they are looking out to dominate the game, dominate the team, dominate the football game, and figuring out how to dominate the football game more and educate their people, not kick and run. Because you don't really learn much in that. You don't really learn much in that. So I have to say big respect towards CC. So hopefully, but at least you guys can see that it can work. A system can be implemented and work. A system actually can be implemented and work. You get me? So just let the man them do them thing. You get me? And stop itch up on the people back, man. The people get a job. Let them do them job, man. You get me? We don't need majority of them people are not educated and nothing. So then what you think you need to give them talk, man? No, leave the man and make the man do them thing, man. Thanks for the subscription, Wheezy. Then we have our brother Brian Burke, massive respect. Then we have Jamaican Guna, big up yourself. How you doing, man? Hope all is well, man. All right. Shakpo said, sad to see my legend gone. Yes, man. I kept it right there. Even though we are talking about different things, because we have to know where the football start from, and keep it right there, out of respect, Yeah, man, the man that, JD, most of them local player, just schoolboy football, Sunday football, then that's it, man. But that's what I'm saying, Thomas. That's why you have a coach now. Came with a set plan. And they want to set it in structure now. You get me? So the coach is there to focus on the Reggae Boys to get them to the World Cup. Then you have the John Wall now going down to the tiers to get the things organized to say, all right, then if we actually have a talent, you can capture the talent and then nurture that talent right enough to get where we need that talent to fit in, slot in, like a right back, like a defensive central, that we need places. You get me? So we can nurture that if we can't find it overseas. That's how it works, and that's how it will work now, because the problem is over the years we keep looking to say that, oh, we are the cake and we need some icing to drop on the cake. Tell you guys, that's no more. We have to be honest to ourselves. That's no more. The level of footballers that we have at this point. Let me scroll over here and just start putting, because now we're gonna get into the detailing of players. Yes, so let me get into the detailing of players, them guys. The footballers that we have now, guys. 1 second. Let me. All right. Look like I had a wrong sheet up. Let me go right here. All right. Good. All right. So we have it right here. No problem. So the players that we have now, guys. The players that we have now. That's why I understand what Jamaican Guna came from when he said he doesn't believe that we can qualify anywhere. So these are the players that we have here. Junior Flemings can't play for his club. Damian Lowe, he's a defender, okay defender. I would keep tab on his career to see where he's gonna go in the next one. Andre Blake in the MLS, Daniel Johnson in the championship, Speedy Williams in the USL. I heard that he made a move from one USL to the next USL. All right. Yes, it's a late night stream because I was already working on the computer. Thomas, I'm coming to it, man. I'm coming to it, but I'm just trying to show you. Kemar Taxi Lawrence, he said he retired. Blair Turgot is playing at a lower tier, getting information. One of our golden boy, our top class player that we say is our top class player. He's at Aston Villa. So he shows promise, but he's not a world beater. He's not a world beater. We have to be honest to ourselves. He's not a world beater. He's just an average winger, to be honest, an average worldwide winger. For the Concacaf region, him and Pulisic would be the top level of the Concacaf region, but in worldwide football, they are not the top level. You understand me? So let we stop act like we have these super players and stuff. We have to go there. So of our best player, which is Leon Bailey, is in the bracket of a average winger worldwide, just like Pulisic here. Liam Bailey, Pulisic, all of them are the average standard winger worldwide. They are the average standard winger worldwide. The world class wingers are Mbappe. Those guys are the world class wingers. The players them that are top notch. These are the average one, them the normal wingers them worldwide. So yes, Jamaica have a normal winger which is Liam Bailey, a normal winger for the United States which is Pulisic. Then you go on Mexico. You have Chucky Lozano and Mexico. So we don't have none of our players. We don't have these superstar players them in the Concacaf region. It's just not there. So we need to stop fooling ourselves. So people need to fix programs in order to nurture nurture a system to get as much out of the system. And that's why we keep on saying that Costa Rica was not a good team, because Costa Rica has a system that they're playing with, and that's why they're so successful. And we cannot win because we get a bag of average players put together, average worldwide players put together, um, and try and without a system and think that we can beat them, and it just never worked. That's what we're missing, Because we are saying, oh, Liam Bailey, world class, Michail Antonio, world class. No, they are average worldwide players. Michail Antonio is an average worldwide forward. Just the same. Liam Bailey is an average worldwide winger. You get me? Ethan Pinnock is an average worldwide defender. You get me? Yes. I rate them highly, because obviously they are representing Jamaica. But if we are going to put them in a real context of worldwide football, none of them are no world class nothing. You get me? Boza, I don't even think Boza is on I wouldn't put Boza in the same class as Liam Bailey, Michail Antonio, Ethan Pinnock. So he's below them. So I wouldn't put him in the average worldwide striker. I wouldn't put him in an average worldwide striker. Think he's below that at this point. But we have to understand our region, guys. And when we understand the region, then we can we can properly look at the jobs of the coaches. Because sometimes we wrongfully jump the blame JFF, wrongfully jump the blame the coaches and stuff when we're not assessing the thing properly. All right. No, but Shakpo is not. If Liam Bailey is better than Almaran, because we're not going to make this into a Liam Bailey. If you talk about one person and stay on it too much, they're going to jump and shift the goalposts. I'm just talking about the quality of players in the region. They are not no world class. The closest thing to world class would have been Alphonso Davies. That's it. Period. Nobody else. And you clearly saw that Alphonso Davies never lived up to the hype in the World Cup. Yes, he looks astronomically faster, stronger than people, but it just never worked because you need more than that. You get me? Yeah. I know, but consistency, because Almiron just came on and did it. But consistency helps you. Consistency help you. That's what you need, consistency. But all I'm saying is we don't have no world class player, and we don't have Jamaica don't have the fastest, don't have the strongest, don't have the fittest, don't have the brightest footballers on planet Earth. You understand me? So these are just all lies people selling you. So just leave the guys them with the job and let them just do them thing, guys. And let we support the team. Let we support the team. They gave us a blueprint. Let we work with the blueprint. Let we actually work with the blueprint. Alfonso isn't world class either. That word gets shown around too easy. Yes, I know, but I'm trying to tell you that Alfonso Davies is still one of the best footballer in the CONCACAF region, if not the best footballer in the CONCACAF region. You get me? So if he's not in it, then nobody from Jamaica can't talk about no world class, nothing. You understand me? But if you're world class, people see you from 16-year-old, or if you're a late bloomer world class, people see you after. But you get me? We don't have no world class player, but we have some damn bang average players and a super promotion team. We have a super promotion team. That's all. You get me? So we have to be honest to ourselves. We don't have any world class player. We have average. We have our four average players: Leon Bailey, Michail Antonio, Ethan Pinnock, Yeah, Liam Bailey, Ethan Pinnock, Michail Antonio. Those are our three worldwide average players. Obviously, a player can excel over next year. So if Liam Bailey score 50 goals, he can improve to a different class of players. If Michail Antonio score 50 goals, if Ethan Pinnock keep on getting 16, 17, 20 blocks per game and keep him team in the Premier League, clearly he's doing it for 2, 3 seasons. So we can maybe put 5 more points on him being a little bit better than the average defender, because obviously he did something that no one did, which is pretty much lock down Haaland in a game, and no one did that, none at all in the Premier League as yet. So, but that's a one-off, so you cannot give him credit for saying a world class after one performance. Anybody can turn up with a one performance. And Erling Haaland, so he has to meet Erling Haaland and Manchester City again and do it 5 more times, and then that's where the consistency come from. But we have some good pieces, man. So we just work with what we have. So let's see some of our dear ones them in the building. Massive respect, guys. Smash the like button, share, and subscribe. Let we finish this video on 100 or 200 likes on it. Yeah. So we can get the visibility. Arnold said Davis is in the top 5 left back in the world. Yes, he's in it, but yes, yeah, clearly. So that's why we're saying Arnold. So if Davis is in the top 5 in the world, no problem. He never performed well. You understand me? But so why we are talking like we have the world best set of players them? We don't have the world best set of players them, and that's what we use to fool the fans, and then start this train of this circle of madness, and that's what we want to get away from. So after this video, we just want to have some constructive quality videos going forward, like we have some good things reasoning on. We can get some good panel person coming on and stuff, and step up the thing a little bit more, man. 2023, we can't go back around JFF now do this and ghetto as hell and all sort of madness. I not depend that. I come from the ghetto, but I don't need to be a ghetto for resonate to nobody at Jamaica. You get me? Yes. I don't need to do that. Blessings, Blake. Don't see you. All right. Mad vibes. Big up say content or play SBF. Question he's world class. Umzo JD is correct. Alphonse Adina is no. I would put him up there, but all I'm saying is we have average players. So this build a team. We don't need for build no team around no player. No player no player upon this no required people build no team around. All right. A team need to be built around the coach, and a system need to build in the country that any little gem that you have can come through. All right, and now we get the answer that John Wall. So if you just join in, guys, because remember we say we are doing 2 hours, so we have a next hour to go. Get involved in the conversation. So now we say we have John Wall to be the chief talent identifier, the grassroots developer, and the scout as well. We ask the necessary questions. How much of a turning corner this would be? So let me know in the comment section, because I think this is what will be the big kickoff. All right. So now you're gonna see who has talent. Because if you see John Wall, them call them up, that means those guys has the necessary talent to go forward. You understand me? Yes, if you don't see them, them call them up, that simply means they just don't have it. So who you think have talent, they are more educated and they know what they are looking for. So if they don't call that person, it simply means you just don't know much about football and you think you know. You get me? It's very simple, guys. Maybe you think I'm coming off too arrogant. No. The way some of you guys act sometimes, that's the arrogance. You get me? That's why I've always said, go and educate yourself on the thing. You get me? Because most of these people coming and telling all them foolishness there, and you guys eating it up, they are not educated on football. They're only out here telling all sorts of foolishness. A little slight luck reach them, and they just start twist people's brain cells. Madrid is lining up to buy Davis. Said he's not for sale. That's world class in my books. Okay, but it's fair enough. Jamaica not going anywhere coming from Fabian Fully. We are not. I'm not going to say that. That's why I'm here talking, because I think they can go places. You get me? But you have to just do the right thing, and I think the guys are doing the right thing. I think the guys are doing the right thing at this point. They are doing the right thing at this point. It's just um, the new media causing us the problem because the new media loves sweets too much. You understand me? So the new media is becoming the worst media. You get me? And this leading these people their propagandist behavior and their xenophobic behavior to cause all sorts of problem. Yes, I'm gonna go through the list. Thomas, thanks very much. All right. So we have Alvas Powell. He's performing well, and maybe Alvas Powell might have to come back in the team. You get me? Because you don't have an ex right back that's doing so much work. Obviously, you have Wes Harding that you can bring in, and you have Javian Brown that's there. All right, and you have Zimenez that we saw played in the Manning Cup, and there Zimenez never looked really good either. All right, he needs a ton load of work for real life football. I don't think he can go nowhere. Like this, he needs a lot of work. We have to just be honest. So we only have two right back right now. Our O'Neill Fisher, we might have to go back for. So we don't have the right backs that we need at this point. So you have a lot of spots that need work. All right. Liam Moore can still stay. Michael Hector, he's still struggling around, but he's playing high level football. He's training around high level football, so he still has a chance to come in under certain coaches. If you want Liam and Low them to come in, Michael Hector them should come in just the same and get their trials. If you have King and Topi in the team, Michael Hector can go in the team because I still believe up to this day I don't believe that Damian Lowe is better than Michael Hector, and I don't believe that King is better than him, and I don't believe that Topi is better than him. So they all can come in the team, and then you see what they offer. Just like how you can say the next person can impress the coach. Of course, Michael Hector them can impress the coach because I saw Michael Hector played good for Jamaica, and then I heard people saying that he was the worst player on the pitch, and I'm like, Jesus God, what can this man do? But no, we realize that we're watching the same match. But when a Jamaican born player kick two ball, not do nothing on the field, oh, leave the ball. But at the same time, we criticize the next man. So let we lead with love, man. We start with love and let we start backing the team. If we claim to say we love the team, then make me come here and talk good about the team. Make me see the people who claim to say them love Jamaica. Start talk good about the team and start talk good about the production. What they're doing now, it's a good thing, man. We have good enough players, and we have Bobby Reid on the list too. Bobby Reid is up there just like Leon Bailey, just like Michail Antonio, if not above them. If not above them. Right now, I think anybody right now in world football, I'm being honest. Anybody in world football, right now, I take Bobby Reid over Leon Bailey and Antonio. Obviously, Antonio brings a little bit of difference. So if you have Manchester City, you would have took Antonio over Bobby Reid, obviously, because you'd have just need a big, strong striker inside the middle to tap in the ball. Them. But aside from those systems, I think everybody taking right now in world football, everybody taking Bobby Reid over Liam Bailey. Everybody, unless you have a future, you want to go in a future plan, and obviously Liam Bailey is younger. But based on football right now and football in IQ, everybody at Bobby Reid right now over Liam Bailey. Me not ask you. Everybody. It's only Jamaican people would have come here and talk them foolish instead. But everybody in a reality. So that only goes to show that if you rate Liam Bailey that highly, it simply means if we have a good team. Because if Liam Bailey is that good, Bobby Reid is equally as good too. And I've been saying that as well. Bobby Reid is equally as good too. The guy is doing his job. So if you're going to tell me that Liam Bailey will improve over the next 5 years, so what Bobby Reid doing too? He can't improve. You see the hypocrisy. That's what I'm talking about. You see the hypocrisy. That's the hypocrisy, because you just don't like the player and you don't like the people because they're not from your country. So that's what the problem is. So the true problem is maybe you just have some xenophobia behavior inside of you. That is the problem. But if you're going to pick a player right now, Bobby Reid is on the top of the chart for all Jamaican players. Every single Jamaican player. Every single one. I'm very sorry, but he's top of every single one. He's putting in displays after displays every single week. Omza said Bailey is more gifted, but and what is this gifted? Because that's the problem, What is this gifted? What is this gifted? A man look like him can dribble. So it looks like we only put dribble towards football because that is gifted, you know. Well, Bobby Reid are one of the most intelligent footballer right now in the Premier League. I call that a gift, you know. That's natural gift, you know. For be one of the brightest footballers, them, you know, because that's what me hear people literally saying on my TV, you know. Bobby Reid is one of the smartest footballers. That is a gift, you know. That is a gift, you know. Or maybe we are trying to go for the wrong gift, them. We are trying to go for the wrong gift because I would have want a Bobby Reid in my team because it simple means, and I've said this, you know, 2 years ago, you know. Me know all of you guys that's on my channel. I've said this 2 years ago, you know. What Bobby Reid brings, I wish I would have had more players like this because what Bobby Reid brings is more education of football. He can play in the necessary positions. Worst off, if you are trying to build something, he can fit in places because you're trying to build something. So you can drop him as a right wing back, you can drop him as a right midfielder, you can drop him as a left midfielder, you can drop him as a attacking midfielder, you can drop him as a striker, you can drop him as a central forward, you can drop him as a winger. So he can do every single thing for the actual team to develop. But we weren't exploiting those skill sets. All right, we weren't exploiting those skill sets. You hear, and I love what Umzo said. You know, see why you attacking? No, 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 Umzo. I am not attacking you. I just ask you what you talk about naturally gifted, because I think being educated is a part of gifted as well. And he doesn't have I don't think Liam Bailey put in better crosses than Bobby Reid. I saw Bobby Reid put in crosses. And even the commentator said if it was Kevin De Bruyne put that cross in, everyone would have marveled. And the guy have a good cross on him. The guy's engine is top tier. You don't take him off a field. So if you have fitness, you have education, you have delivery, you have a good passing, and you're just built to be an industrial player. Oh, in the world you're gonna pick an next man where you claim to tell me that him have flair. Umzo, naturally gifted. I'm not giving it to Bailey. I'm not giving it to Bailey. Over Bobby Reid. I think you're just. It's just what we like. Well, I'm going for 15 more categories, and all of the next 14 categories, Bailey not have it over him. So it's hard for me to say the guy is not the better player. He's the better player. You get me? He is the better player, and he's the best Jamaican player right now performing. We have to be honest. He's the best performing Jamaican player, whether we like it or not. You get me? Whether we like it or not, he's the best performing Jamaican player. Period. All right. Period. Highest level of football. He's coming in every week, and every week commentators raving about the youth. You get me? Raving about the youth. That's your opinion, JD. Well, Kevin, I have stated things and tell you. And I think Kevin, a lot of other people share the same opinion. I never expected majority of people in the chat to agree with me. I never expected that. But I know once you take off your bias glass, once you take off your bias glass and the over the top ego, I'm 100% sure you're gonna go and research and you're gonna hear everybody telling you. And those people are people that's actually having the highest level of badges in football. They are not. Me I work with transfer market. Okay, so the value of a player means that the player is better. Okay, so all right then. So let me see now. Grealish value 100 million. Messi value 50 million now. Are you taking Grealish over Messi right now, Kevin Williams? Are you taking Grealish over Messi right now? Remember, I know you have age, you have everything factoring in everything. Are you taking Grealish? Are you taking Grealish for 100 million over Messi for 50 million? Let me hear what people says then. Let me hear what Kevin says. He said he's working with transfer market. And transfer market says Bailey value more than Bobby Reid. So Bobby Reid is better. No, Bailey is better. So are you taking no, I'm asking you, Mr. Kevin, are you taking Messi or Grealish? Because there is no planet you're gonna take Grealish over Messi. All right? So simple. But yet still Messi's value half of Grealish because he went for 100 million. And Messi's at 50 million now because he's old. You get me? He's old. Or are you saying you're going with transfer market? Transfer market simply means Bailey is 25, 26, or 24, 25. So, but hold on, the Bobby Reid not older than Bailey? let me click it right here to show you Bailey's age. Now I'm going to show you Bailey's 25. August 9th, 25. Look at this, and then we'll go on Bobby Reid. So why you don't think, why you never factor in that it was age, it was age causing Bobby Reid's in Bobby Reid is 29 and Bailey is 25. So Bobby Reid is 4 years older than him. And as you can see, the second of February is going to be 30. So Bobby Reid is almost four years plus older than him. So why you never use that to factor in how much he values based on how old he is? We're gonna put this in transfer market now just to show you, because we like this conversation, boss. Because we expect people to challenge we, that we want, so we can talk about it. So Bobby Reid at this point, value 7 million. Value 7 million. Played 15 games, 4 goals, 1 assist in the Premier League. Alright, 6 yellow cards so far. Alright. Starting 11, 94. So he's always in the starting 11. Minutes 90. Goal participation 19. Alright, so he's always in the team. 4 years different from 14 years. No, 4 years and odd. We literally said 4 years and 4 years plus months. All right, so 4.5 years older. All right, so don't spin it. Yes, Bailey ceiling is higher than Reid. Well, that should be the case, That should be the case. That's where I can agree. At 25-year-old, I'm sure Bobby value was less than 7 million. No, at 25 is with at 25 at 27 his value was 11 million. So at 25, I think his value was 12, no, 9 point odd million. And remember, inflation added to that. Eddie, just type it in for yourself. Remember, Bobby Reid was the second highest rated player, highest market value, behind Leon Bailey when we just signed last 2 years before the Suriname game, in the Gold Cup. So remember good, man. Remember good, guys. Remember good, man. Remember, yeah. So inflation and all sort of thing. The guy is doing a good job. And it makes sense with what we're saying. So stop beat around the bush, guys. I don't know why you guys stay like this. Why you guys actually stay like this? Why you guys actually stay like this? Eddie, the thing is, Imaxit gone for stats. I test, me use Bobby Reid is having a bit. No, but Travis, we have to use everything because people actually go for everything. So we have to actually show them that sometimes just let we just not hype. Based on what in Bobby Reid been around the Premier League and the Championship, and I want to say that even though he might not be looking flashy, I would take him, and I said it a year ago, I would take him over Liam Bailey. I would take him over Liam Bailey because he brings what I want to build a team with. He brings what I want to build a team with, and that's what I want. If I can get him and Liam Bailey, I will take both of them. So he can teach Liam Bailey things. That's what I would want. And Jamaica have that luxury to get both of them. You understand me? Jamaica has that luxury to get both of them. So I will take both of them and keep on pushing. Simple as that. Simple as that, man. You get me? Why we have to want to eat the next man and don't play what the next man doing? Every time when Liam Bailey salad a man, when you come here and tell me, but when the next man a play, I move a next entire team. Obviously, you have Mitrovic. Yes, so you guys are going to talk about Mitrovic. But Bobby Reid doing good for the team up there as well with Mitro. All right, so it's not like a one-sided thing. It's more, it's bigger, man. All right. Bobby lost me when he kicked the ball over the bar in front of the US goal. All right, so look at life, huh? Look at life, huh? And the reason why I'm using one target, it's not because I'm taking set on one player, How much chances you saw, how much clear chances you saw Liam Bailey missed for Jamaica? The same people them that's talking. Because remember, we have to use this, because you glorify one, but studio, you remember, if you go back to the World Cup, go back to the World Cup. Go back to the World Cup, guys. Go back to the World Cup and remember what you guys. No, go back to the Gold Cup. What you guys were saying about Liam Bailey and the big misses and the stuff them. So come on, man. The man missed a chance. The man scored the best goal in the tournament. We forgot about that, Remember, I said the guy got COVID, The guy got COVID, and came back. And the guy got the goal of the tournament. What did Liam Bailey did in that Gold Cup? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. He was outperformed by the opposite winger, which was Blair Turgott. And no one called Blair Turgott because you had a biased coach at the time. You understand me? Blair Turgott performed one of the best for the country. They never called him back. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So we should not. That's why I keep it on Liam Bailey, because I know that he's your poster boy. So I'm just saying, if you guys are gonna eat Bobby Reid for missing a chance, no, studio Michail. Oh, ironic. Anytime the buyer, anytime the players them that people want to glorify, they're gonna always use some him never injure. Him get picked for the team. So me not care what me no want nobody tell me about nobody injury. Him never injure none at all. He made a play. So just like our man have COVID, so we cannot use the excuse for the COVID, but we can use him injured. You saw life funny. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You see the excuse that we make for one person and next man physically clearly out of the first game because of COVID, and they brought him in for the next game, and then the next man on the field, but people saying that he's injured. I've heard when Liam Bailey never played no football, never played for good for none of the match them, none of the match them. Every minute them say them only pick him when him injured. Him injured, and those are always excuse I'm hearing. I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of it. He never injured none at all. Anytime, that's why I start this conversation like this, Michail. You ever realize anytime certain people not get what they want in a Jamaica, like in a Jamaican football, you hear them tell us say them gone a space, them injured or something. It's a propaganda machine. Just look at it. It's a propagandist machine. The person never played good, and the other people them played better than him. That's it. We are all Jamaicans. It's not every time you can play good. You get me? It's not every time you can play good. Some people will play good, and some people will not play good. Simple. That Liam Bailey never played good until him have one team where everybody have to depend on him on the field, and him put in some okay performances. And in those same games, you had Ravel Morrison put in some okay performances as well. You get me? So let we just be honest to ourselves. Let we just be honest to ourselves and realize that we have the documents and the stuff them. It's not true, man. It's not true, man. Where you say, man, yes, man gonna space, man. That's so the lies them come, man. The lies them just fly out. It lies in us. Yes, but Vinny, I know. That's why you have to have me here. That's why you have to have me here in this space. That's why I don't go anywhere, because it looks like me alone can talk actual objective. You understand me? Like me can say, yes, that man never play good. You get me? It doesn't work. It's like everybody afraid. Them afraid for people unsubscribe from them. Okay. Tell you what, I want sensible people follow me, I want sensible people follow me, because those are the people who will take Jamaica forward. You can't have a bag of idiot subscribers, That don't mean you're gonna wear. You can have 50,000 subscribers. That don't mean you're gonna wear. So me alright, me I gotta talk the truth. So if you don't want to subscribe, you don't subscribe. But once you go back and check it for yourself, you realize that I'm talking the truth. Go back and check all of those games yourself. And Leon at Leverkusen better than anything Bobby did at Fulham. I would not say that. I would not say that, Eddie. I would not say that. I would not say that. I would not say that. Bobby's playing style is not always relying on goals and assists. Because if you watch some of the games that Leon Bailey played in Leverkusen, and other people can attest to that, it was not all that. Because I went back and watched those things, you know. I went because I listened to it, you know. Because when you talk, you know, I listen to it and go back and watch, you know. Most of those games were not all that. It was just covered up by a goal, like just some of the games for Aston Villa. It was just covered up by a goal. And then the whole of them come and talk foolishness and don't want me to tell the truth what happened in the game. You get me? And don't want me to tell the truth what happened in the game. So, Eddie, I same thing. I know so Jason Goon and them and they can attest to that because Jason Goon and them did watch it before me and I go back and watch it after. And I've said the same thing. No, Travis, I'm not saying them attack foolishness. Me not discuss with the people in the chat. I never see nobody attack foolishness, man. The Man City game echoes that. Thank you, number one, guys. So I'm glad that other people can see what I'm saying. Guys, the reason why you guys over here talking like this, it is just simple because it was simple because you're a Jamaican and you want to overpraise something. That's it. To make yourself feel better. But if you're gonna go into footballing metric, a majority of those games were average ass game because the playing style of the player it relies on the team performing on a seriously dominant basis for the player to be playing good for 90 minutes. If the team not playing good for 90 minutes, the player cannot play good for 90 minutes because he doesn't have that ability to play on his own for 90 minutes. He relies on the team. So first thing, if you have a baller, know what the type of player the baller is. All right? Why you think he gets substituted so much? Why you think every single time the team not playing good, in every club, he's the first one they take off the team? But I prefer not to speak. I prefer not to speak. Just go and watch the game for yourself, man. If you just go and watch, don't listen to, don't go and watch Bobby Reid's games. And when things going bad for the, because we're going to deep analytics now, you know. We're going into deep analytics now, you know. Go and watch the games when Fulham not playing good. See if they take a Bobby Reid or they try to tweak him into an next system and put someone else somewhere else to where the problem to fill the part of the problem and put him somewhere else to strengthen that side and get certain things solved. So for instance, you have certain subs like the other day when I was watching the finals and the guy said to me, why he took off that player, and I said no, he brought on Koeman because he had a next substitution to make. It's called like transition sub. You cannot, because you want to change the formation, it required two players. You brought on the one what had the balance and the feel first. That's what you learn in coaching. You brought on the balance because you wanted to steady the ship. They were already losing 2-0. So they brought on the balance just to make sure you can steady the ship there. And then put in your final sub what you really want on the field. And then when I listen to a program and the coach go back and watch the France coach and go back and watch my video. I was talking to Diego in the video. I just said it to him live, you know, and go back and listen to the post-match analysis from the coach for France. And hear what he said. He said the exact thing that I've said. The exact thing that I've said. The exact thing that I've said. All right, so the thing that's the reason why we're not excelling is because of our attitude. We just believe that we're the best because obviously I've heard that's why I can't have conversation with some of these mans because they just want to talk. They don't want you to say anything. They don't want you to say anything because obviously you're listening to what they're saying, but you're trying to reply. You can't say anything. They just want to talk and say what they want to say, you know? Bobby is a coach's player. It's sad he had to deal with Tapa. Yes, yeah man. We want all the players that's going to play for Jamaica to learn to gel and drop their egos. Yes, man. That is something that we're trying to work for in the future. All right. Coach JD speaking mans can see that you're not sleeping in the class. No man, no, but I'm just saying I'm sending people because I'm sending people to the two side of the videos them, and realize that I'm looking at a World Cup game, before the game started, and I said, this is the problem. Me and just identified the problem. I said, this is the problem France are gonna have. You guys were on the video. I told you exactly where the problem are gonna come from for France. It happened in the game. I told you the movements that they're gonna make to adjust it and all the steps that they're gonna take to adjust it. And it happened in the game. And I say, I know we just look upon it and we learn. We not just go to it and I say, oh, Mbappe a big baller, Giroud a big baller, so them man they have to stay up on the field. No, that's not how the world works. That's not how the world works. The world works. You do your job, and if this is what's required, you have to come off of the field. Dembele come off the field. Liam Bailey and half as good as Dembele for me. I think when you talk about naturally gifted player, Dembele. Um, Dembele. Dembele was one of the natural gifted player. You understand me? And they took him off. They just took him off the field because you're not giving me what I want. Say come off for the field. You understand me? Giroud, come off for the field. Surprising now, you heard news came out. Benzema, they literally never carried him. Because he came out with, you guys are not reading the thing. Omza should have told it. They literally never carried him. He said, he said, he could have been ready for the second round. He said he could have been ready for the second round, and they never carried him because they said he causes problems in the backroom staff. In the back room, like in the build up, they say he causes problem. So he never carried him. Period. They just never carried him. And he said he just retired. Obviously he's old now, so he just go and retire. But just goes to show you. Some players just get better opportunities than others, not necessarily better. Ronaldo did not start. Deschamps' system worked better without Benzema. Yeah, but at first we thought that the man was injured and could and just needed to make the finals. But they come out and show you that the guy was ready. They just never picked him. So I want people to understand. So going forward, if the coach for Jamaica decides that, yo, listen to me, man. Sorry for use Liam Bailey so much, but Liam Bailey and let we not use Liam Bailey. Let we use because some person can't comprehend nothing. So let we use Andre Blake. Andre Blake I get too much trouble. This is not he's not literally giving any trouble. I'm just using an example. All right. Yes, because I know people will cut it and talk all sort of foolishness. Andre Blake giving enough trouble, and he's a problem in the backroom staff. Then in the back room. We don't have to use him. We just move on from him. And just continue. And it should not be an uproar. Because now you realize that Benzema never got picked. The man decided that he's going to go with Giroud because Giroud is an industrial player. He works with other people. People like him and stuff, and he gets along. And you can develop a system in it. So I would rather want that. And that's exactly what they chose over it. So if Andre Blake going forward have a problem and the coach say, yo, I can't deal with this, man. We should not hear nothing about Jamaican people rebel about you need this and you don't know nothing about football. You hire the man for actually do the football in selection. So that's how that's how it's strong decision making. Um, get the players them together. Let me tell you about some teams that really it was decision making changed things. In Belgium team, at first you had some other players that caused some problems, and you know what happened? You know what happened after? What took place after? Raja Nangolan had some issues. They threw him out of the team just to make a stance. And that was the only good thing that Martinez did. You understand me? So to get certain unity, you might have to make certain decisions. So all I'm saying to the people, guys, just learn the football. I beg you, please, learn it. All right, no, you don't have to learn nothing. Once in a year, some of them people talk, just go research it right after. You realize how foolish them attack 1 second later. All right? Yes. So today we get cross every single thing. For go overseas, just play money cup and go in on a team. Not like that in reality. You know, walk in a no squad and nobody no pick you. You have a thing called scouting networking. Some of the scouts, they went outside and they are connected to the ones that's there. And some of them still coach, but they do smaller drills. That's what they do. They do smaller drills and they keep records. Those are the individuals. You have to get on their record. That's one thing. You have to come through the academy. That's two thing, and you have to come through. If you don't pass none of those tests, because clearly nobody gonna pick you up, and then after you're good, you have a thing called transfer. But you have a thing called special transfer and you have normal transfer. Some of the countries requires special transfers, some not. If you are born outside the country, you can sign a contract from 16 years old. You actually can sign the pre-contract from 16 years old. All right? You can sign it from 16 years old. So this is what I've gotten on written proof today. All right? You can sign it from 16 years old. All right, you can sign it from 16-year-old. Most of them sign if you're that talented, they sign you. And if they want, they believe that where you are is good enough. What they would have done is just give you back an immediate loan. An immediate loan, and you stay there for the rest of the year. Or if they believe that where you are is not good enough to get you to the level that they want you in the specified time, what they would have done is bring you in their academy, because every club has their own academy as well. Everyone has their own academy. It comes in different increments, like under 21s, under 18s, but it's still academy just the same. That's how the program works. All right. So if you can't get a normal transfer, if you because you're underage, you can go by the special route. So if you're special, people will pay the money for you. So I don't want to hear any bag of foolishness, especially on my channel, because this is a place of sense where you can just go and just find information out yourself. All right. So this is the place of sense. All right. Yes. So nobody can walk go in a no club, none at all. All right. And remember, at the same time, a club will not just buy you because they deem you talented. If they're, it's all about what their plans are. Just listen to the word in the guys. It's all about what your plans are. If your plans, if your plan is, or you're a selling club, or you buy a player that looks like you can do little brush off and then sell the player, no problem. If you're going to win something, or you're trying to build, you're gonna have a set way you want to build. It's not every player fit in every system. We just talk about Bobby Reid, we just talk about Giroud, and you realize that some players fit in certain different system. You understand me? Yes. It's very simple. Just like Real Madrid and Brazil, young star Hendrik. Thank you very much. Me love on you guys. Una go around and research on yourself. You get me? Yes. Una go around and don't make them tell you no foolishness. A bare foolishness in my talk, alright? Pure foolishness. It make no sense. Them can't fool we. As I tell you, say, every time something will go them way, them come with a barrage of propaganda. Alright? Me tell you. That's why I'm show you it in the same context. Alright? Yeah. Liam Price, big up yourself, man. Hope all is well with you and the family. Alright? Yeah, man. You can be signed but in academy, not a pro club. Warren, you can be signed No make nobody tell them foolishness. You can be signed. You can be signed. The reason why most of these players don't reach from these lower areas is due to the fact that they don't have any visa according to that. But at the same time, you can still sign and be loaned back, so the club will own you. All right. Well, Mad Vibes, of course, you can get signed if you're good enough, or you can fit in the people plan. They will. But Mad Vibes, you're overseas, so you know the drill. I don't have to say to you. All right. Andre Blake, international career will end with this coach, who demanded his presence, against Argentina. If uh, Nigel said, Bobby Reid is a utility player. Leon Bailey is at his best is deadly, through just lack consistency. All right, so I don't know, Nitro. I don't know how to say it to you. I can't say it any other way, you know. Hendrick is not going to Real Madrid until 2024. I read. Okay, Arnold. But did who signed Hendricks, Arnold? And type in from Costa Rica. Who signed them? You get me? So if you're gonna say, oh, it's Brazil, you're gonna say it's Brazil. So maybe they have some ways to get them over there. Well, go and check Costa Rica and see what AG signed. And they were planning to play him and put him on loan, but he was 17, and he went and played. He went and played just the same. You understand me? So this 16 and 17-year-old thing is not exactly as how it has been said in the Jamaican space. You get me? It's not the exact way. All right? If you're good enough, they will pay. If you're good enough, they will pay the necessary money required to get you there. All right. JD, no disrespect to Bobby. Still, I got emotional thinking about that opportunity. Yeah, it's okay, man. We're reason, man. We're reason, but I'm just giving you information to tell you that some of these things, and that's why we have these circles of videos going every day, and people can fool you every day, for their own beneficial gains. You understand me? Because these are things that you could get, and I've said it in on previous videos. So Bennett, let me type in Bennett, Costa Rica. Let me type in Bennett here, Costa Rica, and let me see exactly when he signs Bennett. Costa Rica, just to show you, Costa Rica. All right, Costa Rica. Just to show you, let me, Jerison Bennett. Where is Jerison Bennett? Jerison Bennett. All right, Jerison Bennett. All right, so we always use them. He's 18 years old now. June 15th. June 15th, he was 18, you know, guys. June 15th, he was 18, all right? Because we love these things. And because you guys would have used the excuse. Because I expect, when I come here and talking about Jamaican videos, and I expect excuse. I expect excuse every single time. All right, so what I'm going to do now, that's why I go for Jerison Bennett, because Jerison Bennett is from our region. So what is the excuse we are going to use now? The special tax came into play. They paid the 1.3 million for him. The 1.3 million for him. All right. Yes. So let me go right here. All right. So completed. All right. So 2021, July 2021. Already, under 20 to the national team, and then August 25 completed. All right, and before August 25 completed, right here, look, his birthday June 15th. All right, yes, and he's 18 now. He's 18. All right, so that would mean he's 18 when they signed the contract. That's what it said. But I'm gonna show you an article that he actually signed way before this. He signed months before it. And they just sign it over, and he comes and play at 18. And they paid the full class that's required for the championship, for the special player tax. All right, because he never had enough game time in the national team, and he never played for the club that he had big enough, and he went there. He went there on the full fee, and so and I heard TikTok and others said he's not special, but they pay the special money for him. So why who we deem special, they don't pay the money for them? These are the questions you need to ask yourself, guys. All right, because the facts are there. You just go there and check for yourself. All right. Yeah, but remember, Jason, 3 months before, because they said August, but remember, it's June. So 3 months before, I think in May, because in May we got the information. In May, they did in May they signed that. I'm gonna get the proof to come and give you the proofs. And he was 17 at that time. I know people would say, oh, it's a pre-contract. I know people will find the metric to say it was a pre-contract, but just go to show you. All right. No, 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 no. No, Cadlan. It's me you're talking to. It's me you're talking to, Cadlan. Even when your team rank first, if you don't have the required game in England specifically, you need the points. You need the points. So only way you can get above all of that is the special taxes from the clubs them. And each the Premier League has a special tax, and also the Championship has a special tax as well. The Premier League tax is $10 million. The Championship is not 10 million. The Championship is actually 1.3 million. No, 1.2 million, I should say. 1.2 million. I thought it was 10 million all along. It's 1.2 million, and they paid 1.3 million for him. That's all I'm saying. So you cannot fight the actual facts. So if you ball them that good, make them pay the money for them. Because it's not hard. It's not hard. Because 1.5 million for spending a footballer is nothing in this world of football right now. Because I can tell you, in 2 years' time, we are going to look on this. Click this, in 2 years' time, this kid will be closer up to 5 million, 10 million. All right. So that's, you see, that's what I'm saying. So come on, man. Adon brought a 1K just for the fun. Yes, I'm just trying to show you. I'm just trying to show you. So, guys, we cannot be on the internet every day, just make up a foolishness and trust you want to just live in our delusional behavior. Every day we just sing on the same song. We just move away from them things, man. When we are talking about great, we have our different level of greatness. All right, the world don't see our greatness. That's the whole problem. We alone see our greatness. So what we have to do now, always choose education first. That's all I will always tell people. As what the rich lady says, educate the people them. And that's what I've always done when I came here. Come here and bring the information, and then we argue the point. I can argue with anybody that wants to argue. Like me talk and you talk. No, you just talk and me for just not say nothing. Me not join them foolishness there. Because you can talk all sorts of foolishness and I can't say anything because I don't get any talking time. I don't live those type of madness, Yeah, man. But it just goes to show the players are there. At least Maggie is still in Belgium. Who knows where Flemings is? Flemings is in France. But the good thing is, the coach came out and told you from day one. And you hear TikTok try to flip corner. And I said, TikTok, this is what the coach says. The coach says the player is not good enough. Done. You get me? You try call all sorts of metric and all know him can't play. Every time everybody there, nobody him can't play. It's just the truth. But we are just lying to ourselves. That is a problem. As a pro, you think it's harder to make it as a winger or a striker. I think it's hard to make it as a footballer, period, It's hard to make it as a footballer. So you have to just work hard. But I want to say that and John Doe, most of the players them right now that are wingers should be able to play striker. And that's what they're doing now. At this moment, John Doe, you have to be able to play both positions, not just one. You get me? Or at least central forward. You get me? So if you're playing a false nine system, you can hold the play. You understand me? Yeah, you have to can do one. because they are different positions, you know. They are different positions. JD, because people fight Jamaican players, that is why. No, no, no. That's utter BS. Utter BS. Anybody, I think people would like Jamaican players more than anything else because Jamaicans add a different vibes anywhere they go. Their self-confidence is on a different plane. You understand me? So people will like Jamaicans anywhere they go because of their self-confidence. Their self-confidence is very high. People will like it. So people would not fight you because most people don't even know Jamaica. So they're gonna fight you when they don't even know where you come from. You understand me? They're not gonna fight you. This is just like a mentality that people use, like an extra barrier to tell you that I'm great, but because they put this barrier in my way, that's why I may never reach nowhere. No, it's just a lie. Just a lie, man. You go anywhere, Leon Bailey reach Aston Villa. So why nobody never say Leon, I make my fight Leon Bailey from reach Aston Villa? No, not like that, man. If you have that attitude, you're not going nowhere in your life. Guys, let me remind you, if you have that attitude, guys, you're not going nowhere in your life. Any Jamaican kid listening to me, if you have that attitude like what they have, you're not going nowhere in your life. And this is not the day. I'm very, very straightforward today. I don't know why I get this attitude, but believe me, man. If at that you believe, you're not going nowhere in your life. Nobody know Jamaica. I sit down and talk with them, I go eat pan Jamaica people. Jamaica na depend a big level in the world. Jamaica na America, Jamaica na Russia, Jamaica na England. So them now move no needle worldwide. For nobody say, oh, me go eat pan people there. Them with a shut down a China man, a man will come from China, a man will come from Japan, a man will come from North Korea, or Korea, South Korea. And I still saw a man I get by from South Korea. So if man would have gotten bad from South Korea that has problem with all of these people, why would they fight against Jamaica? You ever really sit down in yourself and listen to them madness here? Guys, don't follow them. I am giving you proof to tell you that they are lying. They are just a bag of egotistic junkies that never really worked much and still not work much, and them want to feel the same way like oh they have you guys when they are in Jamaica. They can flaunt and say how much money they have. But when they come to foreign countries, they are nobody because nobody don't look at you as no money, nothing. You understand me? That is the truth, guys. Why would you sign a man from Korea but can't fight against a man from Jamaica? You really gonna believe that, guys? Those don't make no sense. It don't make no logical sense. You understand me? So don't follow them, guys. Look how easy I can show you that. Why would a man fight against a man from, sign a man from China, a man from Korea, a man from Russia, a man from Ukraine, a man from somewhere where I fight with them? And those guys do trading. Jamaica not trade nothing. Jamaica not trade nothing on the level where I move no mountains worldwide. At them big country there, people that say, yo, I'm not gonna give him that, because I don't want him country to have something over me. What Jamaica have over nobody else if them actually give make the people them sign? So I can't understand why people would get up and fight against Jamaica. The only delusional person could have answered that and find an excuse for it is Cataract. The only delusional person would look in your face and tell you say something like that, it's Cataract. Nobody else. But nobody now fight against nobody at Jamaica, brother. For the people who don't even know Jamaica. So stop make people fool you, guys. Stop make people fool you. Alright? Not to mention bobsled. Why would a club fight against a player they pour resources into? Thank you, Mad Vibes. I don't know where you have a bunch of delusional people come on the internet every day. Yeah, you better not go on the delusional channels, them, man, because me can't manage. Because me now go talk them foolish because and the fact is me I got the places them so me know a lie and I tell. Me I got the club them so me know a lie and I tell. You get me? So me now go come here and sell a mad narrative, the man. You get me? People generally love Jamaicans and we're very small, and highly rated. Okay, So then why people would have fight against Jamaica? Me not understand it. So why people would have fight against Jamaica when people avoid Jamaica cause we not good in a football? No, no, I would not say that. I don't think nobody avoid nobody. I just think people are trying to push people where them not really go, where them not really need to be, and them not really qualified for. And then when them don't make it, people tell a bag of lies. You understand me? And that's the problem. Let me see what Data Trumpet said. Jamaican players, once they pass Premier League football level, they think they are the biggest thing and stop working hard towards their goal. I don't know. I just think that some of the guys are just not at the level, and then their ego is just up at that level. You know, that's all. I just think it's simple as that, you know. And then the people that selling them and feeding them the information, telling them the same thing. And thus that's the problem, guys. I can't lie to you. I don't come here and lie to you, guys. I think I'm just a flat out honest person. I just say what I saw, and what I'm seeing is, bro. What you're seeing in the Manning Cup is joke to what I've seen. On a daily basis. On a daily basis. Joke. If you want to see actual the world level talent, them, believe me, what you saw in the Manning Cup, people at that same age, it's not even in the same ballpark. It's light years ahead. No disrespect, and that is just a flat out truth. You get me? And if you can't hold a vibes with me because I'm talking the truth, it's okay. But I rather have the real support of them than the bag of delusional people them. You get me? Not go nowhere. You get me? Because me I try to change the way people look at things in a Jamaica. Me not try add upon the delusional settings. You get me? At 99% of the things when them say pertaining to football is lie. It's lie. It's lie. It's just lie, flat out lie, bro. We not have that. We not the one little team in a Jamaica we pass two football together. They dominate everybody. They dominate every single body. It's not a rocket science. Education wins every time. Every single time. Don't let people fool you, guys. Education win every single time. Um, in most cases, we start late. So when we are at certain level, we are old to excel. Thank you, Anthem. Very simple. That is one of the problem as well. EPA will flush you out because of how competitive the league is. Imaxit football. Based on what you're saying, Jamaican players not ready for pro football. No, no, I think it's a mentality, man. It's a mentality. Look, I saw a kid. I saw a kid. He's Jamaican born now. He came and played in the under 20. Came and played in the under 20. And he went to Spain. I thought he looks good. If you have the kids in different society playing, eat, eat, sleep, drinking football at that level, they are gonna go places, you know. I don't remember his name, but I think I don't think what's his name again, man? Forgot his name, man. But the guy played well, man. Every time they brought him on, the shaggy, the fluff up ear guy. Every time they brought him on, he came on and do a good job, man. You get me? So you can learn. You can learn. You can learn, guys. You can definitely learn. But you go to places to learn. You know, stop using your Chad James. Thank you, Danik. Chad James. You just he's a young kid just the same. And I clearly saw qualities in the youth. I think if he was in the Manning Cup, he would have dominated the Manning Cup just the same. I truly believe so. I think he's a seriously talented kid at that level, you know? But maybe he will still not make it in the worldwide level because it requires more than that. You understand me? So we need to stop this thing when we see a player kick two football or score two goals or assist or whatever. That we assist the football, man, and stop cause problems for the JFF and the football in the country overall. by forcing people in locations where them are nowhere near for be, bro. Football is way bigger than that, man. Aggressiveness and the old bad man image don't mix with football. Yeah, that is true. That is true. I'm actually football. Based on what you're saying, tell them to use Rico Lewis, for example, in Man City team. Thank you very much. Rico Lewis, you realize he was there, get the opportunity, train hard. People went out on break for World Cup because Manchester City had the most players most players from a club in the World Cup. And Rico Lewis got an opportunity, and Rico Lewis played well against Liverpool, and then he got the secondary start against Leeds, and he played well in both games. And Foden and others have to rotate and come in. So it only goes to show you. It only goes to show you. Go there, learn your football, and work hard, and drop your ego. What you hear Pep says every day, guys. What you hear Pep says every single day. Pep says every single day, he has the biggest ego in the club. He has the biggest ego in the club. That's what he wants. He has the biggest ego in the club. So once it start go the wrong way with the ego, it just does not go anywhere, guys. That's just a fact. You get me? That's just a fact. So we think we have discussed almost everything, that we had on the paper. We wanted it to be a little bit more organized, but sometimes we have to get raw and let you know what time it is straight up. You get me? And I don't need to go over these stupidness anymore. We need to just focus on John Wall and his attitude. So now John Wall is this what's up, Shakpo? How you doing? So now John Wall, he's going to be in that role. Let's see if John Wall will take these kids that you said was the best. If he doesn't do it, what will we say? John Wall not have no sense, and you alone, you come up in your house, have sense. So next man, we teach people for do the job. Him not have no sense, but you can do it better than him. I just train out the qualification. I hear that too much. I hear that for more than 30 years. All right? Yes. I believe in John Wall because he's doing his job and he's certified. So right now, I try to go behind the people who are certified. All right? Yes. I will trust the people who are certified, sit down in a classroom, learn. To be mentally strong as well and deliver the actual prize. So if he says the players are not ready, the players are not ready. If he says the players are ready, okay, good. I will support him and I will come out and gladly say I'm wrong. I can't believe he's Jamaican descent. Shakpo, you're gonna see them over and over. They are more than Jamaican descent, over and over. You get me? So John Wall. So right now, this thing that we have been fighting over for the whole 2 months. I think this done. This video, finish it done. Today is the day that it's done. Like it's dead from this day. All right. So the Thailand identifier is there. So we don't need nothing more. He's there, and he's there to do his job. So it's done. So I don't want anybody to tell me about who need to go in the team, who no need to be in the team. I don't care who for being in the team. If you're good enough, the coach will see if you're good enough because the coach see everybody in a football. The coach is actually coaching other coaches. The coach is actually coaching other coaches. Yeah. So that tells you how good he is because he's coaching other coaches. So I don't need to listen to you that tells me that you know about football. All right? I don't need to listen to you anymore. I will just wait until the coach will coach other coaches and I do him job and them qualify for World Cup. I will listen to them. I'm not going to listen to nobody will tell me them know more. And them they say in them house, them know nothing, them never do nothing, them never gone away, them never do nothing in them life. Because I've met enough of those people. I'm going to listen to them people, and if them pick on the ball of them, you can't say nothing. Alright? Them not deserve to be in a national team. Simple. All right, and nobody can bad them up because Tapa had a very good, well-rounded team that could have gone places, and what they did, they dumped them off to pick them local players them, and then never reached nowhere again. So a Tapa should be the man to be blamed for this problem that we are having now, not Schaefer's, not nobody else. But nobody else want to check the history to figure it out for themselves. They want to keep on selling propaganda like usual. All right. All right, so we are in our last leg, so let me try and get everything up. All right, so we have Marcus in the building. Says Anthem says JD, their ego is in the street with girls, not kicking the ball on the house wall. Imaxit, what you think about Cody Gakpo to Liverpool? Very good transfer. I think he's gonna play that central forward position well. Well, yes. Marcus Masayagavi, up JD. How you doing, man? How you doing, man? I'm bout, man, you know. This is my should I do a video tomorrow? I have some other information, much more positive information. But I don't know if I should do it tomorrow. Because what I would have done, I would have come on a little bit later. For you guys, so let me know. All right. That was the first mistake. Yes, I know, but people spin the narrative. Spin the narrative, and when we go back and get the facts not suiting what they're saying, because they're just lying. You understand me? We had a working system. And what we did is literally gave away that system. Nothing else. We gave away that system. Yes, JD, do the video. All right, yes, it's about Jamaica. It's about Jamaica. I'm gonna put the rest of it in it, and then I have some other videos coming out on the Imaxit channel because we are preparing for the girl football them coming up and stuff, you know. And that's all we have to do. Just keep and educate ourselves. You know, you're so like funny. I love the fact when you realize when people actually talk real football and actually have sense. You should have checked the World Cup. World Cup teacher. Majority of the Jamaicans them don't interest in the World Cup, and then it have to take people from worldwide to listen to you. You realize that I retain the same audience, if not more, when I'm doing the normal videos. Them clearly, people can see that we're working. We're trying to research and things. We are making sense. Most of these people they only can do stupidness in the Jamaican category. So they're gonna always tell you these foolishness, and they're gonna always cause as much problems to the national team as possible. They're gonna always do that because that's the only way they can make money, to drum up all the unnecessary drama. You understand me? That's the only way. I am not in that. I am supporting JFF. What they say, if they don't hold on to it, then we will call them out. And then it's just the next cycle of moving on. You understand me? But if a person give you something and say, this is what we're going to be doing, who am I to come and say something different? I can't do anything different. You get me? We have to just support the guys, them, man. And, you know, we have enough football match, man. You know? We have enough football matches to talk about. JD, what go on with the under 70? We're going to talk about it tomorrow. We are going to put it in it tomorrow and get the necessary information. Look how life funny. I should have done the video for the under 17 overseas. And I know I can't get time to do it because I was busy with the data and stuff, man. It's just because I was fixing the let me show you how different I am. On my street, I literally heard before I came on, I was fixing the computer and I literally heard some screaming outside. And because I live in a okay middle class area, so I never expected those things. When I went outside, it's a guy fighting his lady. I nearly had to go to thump him down. But my lady come out same time and call the police. You know, I don't know what happened. And I had to stay with the lady outside. Yeah. I would call it as middle class Umzo. No, I wouldn't say uptown. My wife mother would class as uptown, but this would be middle class. It's better than Antwerp, but this would be middle class. Um, yeah, Umzo. So when I came on, I already came on a little bit charged. So maybe that's why I might sound a little way, you know. Yeah, I had to make. I had to, you know, the guy. I don't know what happened with him and the lady, but you know when I went out there, your lady saved you. No, the guy running house and and the lady come over where me at and throw on my thing and put on my jacket and then go out there and stand up with her and wait till the police them come and stuff, you know. It looks like she had some little problem with him and everything, but it's not my business to share. But I'm just telling you that was the situation. You must say mad man. From I went from I went out there and I said what happened and the lady I said call the police and he's trying to jar back in the house and then I run out to him and then he let the lady out. So I don't know what one are talking about. If my lady wasn't sleeping, I would have actually asked her, and you would have said, see for yourself. We're not looking hype, I'm just telling you that that's what I was busy doing, you know. Yeah. So, uh, no, it's not about bad man, but I'm just trying to say that's what took place, you know. And I was kind of upset about it, you know, because when I'm saying let go of the lady, man, you know, broke the lady knee. The lady can't even stand up, you know. And I never liked that from the police them because the police them never locked him up. The police them never took any statement from me because I was right there to tell them what I saw. But the police them never did anything. The police them took her and look at they're gonna bring her to hospital and then bring her to her family, you know. But they should have locked him up, man. These rules in Belgium too easy, man. You know, lock up him ass, man. You know, I have a big knife there, you see, man, because I saw him go inside, you know. I wanted him to come outside. Let me just relax myself. That's why my lady run to call the police, you know, because she see me put the knife there, you know, because I saw him go inside, you know. And I told the lady to stand up at the window, right there. Stand up at the window there. I'm going to just go back right and come back outside and stand right in front of the lady. You know? So you have some sick people in this world, man. Believe me, man. But I would have to do him nothing with the knife, man. Believe me, I would have just messed him up, man, you know? 'Cause it looked like he was actually drinking. So believe me, man, I would have messed him up. Believe me. I would have messed him up. I'm not asking you. Uh, I would have messed him up, man. Uh, oh, no. But the lady's okay now. She said thanks around 50 million times. I don't know what he would have actually done her if he got her under that shutter, you know? Because he was drawing her under the shutter. Embarrassing, man. And the police them never locked him up, man. That's the only thing I never liked, man. Lock up them Ross, man. And I was there, believe me, I was there to tell them. I don't believe in not snitching or whatever. I would have tell them exactly what I saw. I'm not snitching on anybody. I'm right there telling the police them. So if you have a problem, you come right over there. You leave over there. Let me buck you to death. You understand me? You so you come over. I'm not snitching on you. I'm just telling you because you don't need to be doing the lady that. You know, cold outside is and you're out there drawing the lady and beating up the lady and stuff. I'm mad man. Let me just finish because I nearly put myself in problem. You know. And I nearly put myself in problem because it's just because when I pulled the door and it hurt my feelings so much, I nearly pushed myself into the altercation to do him something. You know? Yeah. So sometimes, maybe it should be less passionate. You know? Yeah. But it only goes to show that's the type of human being I am. JD, the police know if they lock him up. The same lady might curse them. No, I think she was telling them to lock him up, you know? JD gonna punch him. Bad man. No, no, man, no, man. No. But tomorrow, no, tomorrow, I will go back. I will figure a way, man, because it's holiday now, you know. It's holiday now, so he might just pass through, you know. Yeah, so if he lives in the US, man, or if he lives in the US, he's gone. Prison not miss him, man. None at all, man. Because they would have come and ask me. They could have because I'm asking my lady. So why they not asking me anything? Because I'm here, and the lady has said to me in the Netherlands, you saw what happened. I said yes, of course I saw what happened. I'm right there with you, you know. So I'm here. If they want me, I will tell them, you know. Yeah. So. It is what it is, man. But as what I've said, guys, that's how the world is, you know, and that's the type of person I am. I don't really go around seeing color. I just love people. You have to just show me that you're bad, and then I take it at that, you know. I've learned over the years, and I've improved as a human being, you know, and that's all I really want, just to improve as a human being and be a better version of myself, and try to be principlomatic, and people around me being principlomatic as well. You get me? Yes, I'm not going to stand for foolishness. So when they hear me here and I'm bunning or certain things, that's the type of person. That's the type of person I am as a human being. I'm not nothing different, you know. So I will always be here, bunning out people, I'm trying to fight with them. It's just because I want the truth, and I want the right thing for Jamaica, and I don't want to waste any time on doing it. You know, I don't want to waste any time on doing it, and that's just me. But you will figure that out in the end. You get me? You will figure that out in the end. But guys, I'm not gonna hold you up. I have like what, two more softwares to put on this computer, and then I will add some more things, all of my additional graphics to it. Yeah. So thanks yet again for another show. We had covered everything. John Wall being the new talent identification personnel, the chief scout for the grassroots and everything. So everything will be coming through the coach. So people wanted that, they got that now. So everything will be coming through Algrimson. So Algrimson will be overseeing the grassroots, and also the middle class and everything. So the grassroots, the coach will go down there. The under 17, we have what's his name again? Miran Garden doing it, and Miran Garden is also on his team. The under 20, I think it might just simple be the same guy again, which is John Wall as well, and then you're gonna have the national team. So what you get now, you get a whole system, exactly what people ask for. So that's exactly what you're gonna get in the end, and that's what that video was around. And then I gave you the information on players going overseas. So you don't need to go anywhere and continue these stupid ass overseas conversation, because it makes no sense. All right. Yes. So if people have the money to pay for people, are they deem them good enough, they will pay it. Nothing else. No waste of time. And yeah, you don't even have to text me on WhatsApp and ask me those foolishness. You get me? Yes. Anybody said those foolishness, you ask them direct, and you don't have to waste my time and waste your time as well. All right? Because I'm not going to be not more than straightforward. All right? So thanks yet again, guys. If you just came in, smash the like button, share. Tomorrow we'll have a much more mild, educated stream, because that's what we want to pride ourselves on: education. And big up on yourself. Stay safe and stay sweet. Big up.